Hi. I thought I would do a colored pencil show and tell. I always like to watch videos where people showcase the tools they use when they're coloring, and I thought I would, why not? I'll do a little show and tell on the tools I use for my coloring, and I thought I'd start with my budget pencils, and most of the pencils I use are budget or student grade pencils. I do have a few artist grade, but most of them are budget. And I thought I'd start with this 12 set. These are called A+ homework. And these I got free along with a coloring book called Color for the Cause. I got it from my local hospital after mammogram. And, well, you can buy these on Amazon, but I wouldn't recommend it because coloring with these is like trying to color with a phonograph needle dipped in chalk. They're awful. Anyway, that's just to warn you that these are out there and don't make a mistake in buying them. This next set are called Thorntons. I bought this set of 36 at a local retailer, and I had seen some positive reviews of them on YouTube and on Amazon, so I thought, oh, look, I couldn't find them in any other store around here, so I thought I'd get them and try them. They were only, I think I paid $4.50 for them. The positive is the pencils do have the color name on them, and they sharpen beautifully. I mean, I have not had any breakage issues with these. The downside, though, is they're not vibrant. The colors seem washed out and faded, and their lightest colors are very, very light, and their darker ones are light. And so I very seldom use these. If you like nice bold color, you'd be disappointed in these. These are Sergeant Art. They do have the color name on the pencil, and I haven't had any sharpening issues with them. But like the Thorntons, they're not that bold. Now, I have a 12 set and a 24 set. A 12 set I got for myself to try them, and the 24 set I got for my birthday for my sister one year. They have light green and a dark green. When I colored a picture and I put them side by side for contrast, but you could hardly tell the difference between the two greens. Now, the upside is their blue it's very beautiful. It's not a dark blue, but it's a very pretty powdery blue. I took out and put in another case with another set. And their peach I've often used as a skin tone. So, with a lot of pencil sets, there's hits and misses. Some pencils aren't that bold, and you have other ones that are really nice. So the ones I like I took out of this set, and the rest of these I don't use anymore. Next we have Crazy Art. These pencils have a bad reputation for being just bad. But I was impressed with their pinks and purples, so I took most of those out of the set and put them in a case with another set. And I do use the pinks and purples, but the rest, no, they're just sitting in a drawer I don't use. And I also bought the, this one's called Luminous Lime. I bought a small set of the, called just Bright. No, very, very light would be a better description. Now this set, Staedtlers, they're not the Ergo Soft, and they're not the Norse Club. These have a number on them, the 1270s. Now this set I won from Jennifer Stay's YouTube channel, Coloring Pages Bliss. She was having a giveaway. She was going to pick 2 random winners to win a set of these Staedtlers. And that was thrilling because, you know, I very seldom win anything, and I was tickled to get them. I do use these. What I like about them, they have a smaller core, and they sharpen beautifully, and you can get into the small spaces with them. You know, I wouldn't use these to color wide areas, but for small spaces, I use these a lot. And I also found at a local retailer a set of 24 that are dual-ended, and that one has 48 colors. These are the other Staedtlers, the dual-ended. Now, I numbered them because these Staedtlers don't have color names or numbers on them. So I just numbered them 1 to 24, and I also did a swatch of these, which is in this pouch here. I keep the swatch form in this pouch. I have 2 of these pencil wraps I got from Michael's, and they both contain Prang. Yeah. That one's Cocoa. These are comparable to Crayolas, in my opinion. That's why these are just sitting in a drawer, going unused, because I have so many Crayolas. I don't even think to use these half the time. The negative on these pencils, they have sharpening issues, big time. Now, you'd think I use this pencil a lot, right? No. It was just, I have to keep sharpening it. I color with it and the lead falls out. I've had this issue with a lot of these pencils. I have 24 Faber Castell Eco pencils that I got from a local retailer. I have 12 regular and 12 metallics. Now, I can't read that. It's because it's so shiny, and I don't think it's written in English. I didn't bother to do a swatch on these because there's only 12 colors. I will say, though, these pencils, they blend beautifully. I like them. I wouldn't mind having the full set. There is one issue with these, though. Yeah. The wood quality isn't that great. I could still use this, but I just wonder if I sharpen it anymore, if it's going to crack in two. I don't know. And metallics, they're a little warped, but they color beautifully. They're not as bold as artist grade, but they're not bad for a budget pencil. Now these pencils are the CO Vivid, and like the Staedtlers, they don't have a pencil number or name on them. So this is a set of 36, so I numbered them 1 to 36 and did a swatch of these. These, I think, are great for doing backgrounds and larger areas because they do, according to their packaging, have a I like them, and I've had little issues with sharpening them. And you also get 2 metallics, a gold and a silver. In this case, are my Crayolas. And I have quite a few because over the years I've accumulated different size sets. I had a 12, and then I had a 24, and then I had a 36, and then I got the 100. What I like about these pencils is, you know, for student grade, they're pretty good. They blend nicely. They work on a variety of different papers, including my more expensive books with a thicker paper. The downside, sharpening issues. I've had a lot of sharpening issues with these pencils. This one in particular, I don't know why, but the green blue, it's one of my favorite colors out of the set. And I managed to finally get it to this point without it falling apart on me. And see that ridge right there? When I'm sharpening, the blade gets caught on that, and it causes the wood to splinter. And I've had this issue with not only the 100 set, but with the 36 set and the 12 set as well. And this is another one of my favorites, Outer Space. I love this pencil, but look at it, it's shorter than most of the other ones because every time I sharpen it falls apart on me. As you can see, that ridge right there. That same issue. And back here, I keep pencils from other sets that I've liked and have taken out. This shade I like. This is from the Crazy Art set. This is Wild Lilac. I took it out because I like to use this when I'm coloring the skin on vampires. And this is the Sargent Art Peach that I also use for skin tones. And speaking of Crayolas, this is a 24 set of their signature series. These are the Crayola artist pencils. And the packaging, it's very flimsy regarding the trays in the tin. I have to be very careful taking them out. And like the student grade ones, I've had sharpening issues with these too. Now, sometimes what I do, if there's a pencil I'm using and it keeps breaking, I'll put it in the microwave for 5 seconds and let the core heat and let the pencil lead melt enough to join and not fall out every time you sharpen it. Well, these are advertised as having a gel core. And I think that is why when I put this one in the microwave, it split right down the center. I could stick my thumbnail into it, into the barrel. And that's what it looks like when it sharpens. If it wasn't for the sharpening issues with these pencils, they would be my favorite set. But I know they're not going to last me long because I can't zap them in the microwave, so because they'll split on me. So it's just, I'm going to have to, just sharpen them, and because I will continue to use them. I really like them when they work. Next are the Faber Castell Classics. I got these at a local retailer. This is a 36 set. And what I like about these is they layer beautifully. And I haven't had any sharpening issues with them. Now, as you can see, they have a space where it says name. I guess these were designed with children in mind, school children, so they can write their name on the pencils. What I did was I swatched them out and gave them color names. Like this one, blue jean, denim, and dark blue, violet, purple. I like the tin too. If I get a set that comes in tin, I keep the pencils in the tin because I find it that it's easier for me to store, and when I'm coloring with them, if they're all laid out without having to flip through and finding them, it's just, I like having them in a tin. Carrot. This next set, and this set is my favorite among my student grade pencils. It's these Prismacolor Scholars. What I like about these is they're vibrant. They're smooth. They blend nicely. And I did have an issue with one pencil with the lead falling out. But for the most part, they've, mechanically, they've operated beautifully. I haven't had any real major issues with sharpening, which is why I hesitated to get them for so long, because I see the reviews and that was a big issue with these. But I've been lucky so far. This is also my newest set, so I'm still getting familiar with them. But I was really impressed. When I started swatching these, I went, wow. I like these pencils. The one issue I have is they're browns. They're not that bold, and that was my only complaint with these. Was I think what I'm going to do, I have some of the premieres, and I'm going to add a dark brown to this set in here. But other than that, no major complaints with these. I really like them. And I bought this case at the same time to put them in, because it would have been nice if they come in a tin, but they came in a plastic, I don't know, clamshell type thing, and I hated it. So I got this case for them, and they're great. And you actually get, even though it's a 60 set, you only get 58 colors, because you get 2 whites and 2 blacks. Why they did that, I don't know, but still a great set. Speaking of Prismacolors, now this 12 set I got in 2016. This set I got in 2017 for the same price I got this one the year before. I also have several open stock that I bought at a local stationery store and through Dick Blick's website. I bought a bundle of them. They were having a Christmas special on them, and if you order so many, you get discount on each pencil and free shipping. So with some Christmas money, I bought several open stock. Some of these I've had, much earlier. This was one of the first premieres I bought, open stock. And that's one side of the pouch. On this side of the pouch, I have my swatch sheet and skin tones. So I have, I keep the skin tones separate because I color people a lot. And these pencils are still a learning curve for me, but I find I really need a blender with these. I have a new one, and this one, as you can see, I've used quite a lot. In fact, I colored a page recently in my Game of Thrones book, and I did not like the results, so I went over it with this pencil, sharpening this several times before I achieved the results I liked. So those are the Prismacolors I have. Oh yes, and these as well. This is a 12 set of watercolor pencils. Now, I was not too impressed with these at first, but I been using them more, and I like them. It's just I needed to give them a chance and get the feel of them and figure out how they work. And yeah, I like them. And in this pouch, I have Derwent Color Softs. And these are all skin tones, too. I bought these open stock. They do remind me a lot of the Premiers. They're very soft. They're a learning curve. I use the Prismacolor blender with them too. And finally, more watercolor pencils. I have a 12 set and 24 set of the Staedtler watercolor pencils. No color name on them. But I keep them in color order. So I don't fuss too much about a color swatch on these. And I also have a 12 set of the Crayolas. Now, see this blue? It's short because, like my other regular Crayolas, the lid falls out every time you sharpen it. I have a 12 set of the Royal Langnickel that I got from Five Below. They're okay, you know. I say okay because I also have the Artist Loft pencils to compare to it, so they are a better quality pencil. I have, this is the Artist Loft Fundamentals. Now, they're not that great, but compared to the other Artist Loft watercolor pencils, these right here, these just say Artist Loft. The only way to get any decent color out of these is to put the brush directly to the tip. And after it dries, it has like a haze or like a chalky look to it afterward. And I paid twice as much for these as I did the fundamentals, if they're twice as bad. I don't know, go figure. I also have one open stock Derwent watercolor pencil. This is Flesh Pink. It's alright. not that impressed with it. I thought it would be a lot bolder than it is. So that's it. That is my colored pencil collection, or what I use for pencils in my coloring books.